The first time I had real coffee was when I lived in Rome many years ago. As we all know, coffee beans are grown in Italy, but their cafe culture is filled with rituals and rules. A shot of espresso became part of my daily life. It might sound quite peculiar coming from someone born and raised in Brazil, globally the largest coffee producer in the world for more than 150 years. My name is Juliana. I'm the maker behind Silver. I live in Blumenau in southern Brazil. I've been working with pottery for the last 2 years. It all started after a sabbatical where I traveled through Asia and South America. On my travels, I had contact with local makers and they taught me ancient crafts. My pieces are utilitarian and functional for practical everyday life. It's a harmony between function and form to create a timeless design. The collection is all handcrafted by myself from start to finish. I get my inspiration from textures in nature, deserts, coasts, and mountains of South America. Silver was introduced in local maker markets and grew through customer feedback and observing their interactions with the handcrafted objects, always allowing for adaptation and growth to enhance my product over time. This is how I met Josh, the barista who challenged me to make a V6C coffee dripper from clay. The dripper is a Japanese method to brew coffee that gives you a balanced flavor, clarity, and satisfying body. I have to confess that it was my first contact with this method. And after having a cup of coffee prepared in a V60, there was no turning back. I was in love with the whole process and the experience. Every time I immerse myself in a different culture, I'm curious to taste and understand the relationship with coffee. It's not only about the caffeine, it's the beauty of each and every process. Many cultures create the ritual and utensils for brewing their coffee, a unique experience every time. I believe there is a perfect cup for everyone, with the right bean, detailed recipe, and precise brew. I found myself drinking coffee and prototyping a V60, and I have to say, it was tricky. First of all, it's a dripper at an angle of 60 degrees. That's where the name comes from. The challenge included how to get all the right angles to fit the filter properly and how to prevent the filter from getting stuck to the walls of the dripper. Not to mention that the pieces get fired in the kiln twice, so it shrinks a lot. The most difficult of all was to get the right size dripper to sit in the jar. But it's a process that takes practice, trial and error till you formulate the right equation. The B60 coffee dripper is a reflection of the art of slow living. A stoneware piece that simulates all the senses.